And Trapping the Puck, our committed marketing interns really know how we hit home. They've seen our growth, but they know we're consistent with a what did you learn and a feel-good story. So Decky Brown, take it away.
All right, first thing I learned this today. Black bears have an incredible, bears in general, but black bears more so, have an incredible sense of smell. Biologists have studied the bear's nose, and it can smell layers at a time. And it's incorporated with time. So it can pretty much smell time. And let me explain. So if we're on the street and we smell a pizza place making pizza 2 blocks away, the bear smells that, but the bear also smells the lady with perfume that was walking there 20 minutes ago, and it smells the skunk that was killed or ran over 2 days ago. And it can track and harness all that memory. And if the bear's brain was big enough to harness that like a human, that would be basically understanding time and understanding what was going on at that certain time. But the bear can't process that, so it uses it as information for tracking. So if it smells like deer poop, it'll go there and then know where the next trail was, and then it basically can connect the dots from time to time and then eventually grab its prey. So the biologists have actually just looked at the bear nose as if it were a human and then associated that with time. So I thought that was super cool.
That's awesome. That's a hell of a golden nugget. Marketing interns, please utilize that at your next dinner party because, I mean, you're going to blow away any guest,
why not?
any patron there. What did I learn? So I'm reading this book, Captain Class. Yes, I read books, not to brag.
I also read books.
We're book readers. We're bookworms. What did I learn? Well, there's this quote from Roy Keane, the Manchester United captain.
Okay.
From 97 to 05. He said, "We live in a make-believe world created by the media, which is largely, not entirely fiction. The fictional hero is often an asshole." So the media just loves to portray
Kanye West.
Yes.
Sure. Kim Kardashian.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyone who's an asshole, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. And then why is that exactly?
Because that's who they want. That's where they believe the limelight is directed towards. That's who they think makes the team, makes the song, makes the industry. But really, it's the person that is the Gruden grinder. That's the go-getter mentality. He's the one that is really the hero.
Behind closed doors, essentially. Yes. Okay. I like that.
And that's kind of like where the Captain Class, that's the book where that's directed towards. But that quote really hit home because, that's kind of what...
The average guy's not always appreciated.
Yes.
The grinder's not always appreciated, but it makes a difference.
Thank you.
What also is about to make a difference is our feel-good story. So this one's a little different. This is a curveball. We're throwing it at the marketing interns here. Andrew and I are going to read an article titled, "Podcast Industry Stalls After Entire Audience Acquires a Mattress and a Website."
This is full copyright by Fortune.com. We have no rights to this. Fortune.com owns the rights to this article.
Now, want to do a popcorn read?
Sure.
All right.
I popcorn, Declan.
All right. Media's favorite medium is in danger of extinction. Into the mic, Declan. Into the mic. Through a series of
Back up.
Oh, okay. So just restart?
Yeah.
Okay. Media's favorite...
Hold on, let me popcorn you. Sorry. I popcorn, Declan.
Media's favorite medium is in danger of extinction. Through a series of diffuse and effective advertising campaigns, every listener of every podcast now has both a mattress, and a personal website. As a result, advertising revenue for the podcast industry is in danger of drying up completely. Popcorn Andrew.
Podcast hosts across the globe are beginning to panic, unsure how to stay financially afloat now that their entire audience has a comfortable, affordable mattress and an easy-to-use website. They can be edited without writing a single line of HTML.
This is a quote, "My whole livelihood is at stake. Why must I suffer because someone took a look at the mattress industry, had the bright idea of cutting out the middleman and selling directly to the consumer," said Eric Whedon, host of a weekly Game of Thrones recap podcast. "I don't want to go back to my office job."
End quote. As financially uncertainty becomes a real threat to the long-form audio format of storytelling, this widespread sense of dread and panic is now all too common in podcast hosts.
Another quote here. "I'm not sure how all 7 of my listeners got a mattress and a website, but this is not looking good for the future of the Monday Frozen Pizza Review, said Brianne Aronson, host of a podcast in which she reviews assorted frozen pizzas every Monday.
In a joint statement penned by Casper Mattresses and Squarespace, the two companies confirmed that they would withdraw all current advertising sponsors across a total of 4,300 podcasts.
This is a dream come true. We've achieved complete market saturation in this space, so it is time to move on. We understand this will be a difficult time for independent creatives, but we hope they rest easy on a breathable, comfort foam mattress, and they find comfort in knowing it's never been easier for anyone to make their own website.
I think we're screwed, Dak.
We're so screwed. So I hope everyone realizes that that was a satirical article written by Fortune.com. I'll be honest, like reading it through out loud the second time, I'm like, wow, how did I not catch on to this? Like I read it through when he first sent it to me. I was like, oh my God, we're so screwed. Mm-hmm. I own a mattress and we started a podcast. Like, yeah, we had some troubles, but like it was fairly easy.
I totally bit the bullet right away, and I read this article.
How did you find this, by the way?
I Googled, as podcasters, we need to follow up with the industry trends. So this morning, as I do every morning, I Google podcast industry trends, and this article came up, and I read through it, and at the top, it literally says humor, satire from Fortune, but I skip that right away, go straight to what the article says because the headline made me panic. Read the whole thing, and I was like, I think we're screwed. I think we both bought mattresses in the recent years, and we both started a website, and we're podcasting
on Squarespace.
Like all the ads are being pulled. We're screwed. We're not going to be able to financially stable ourselves like our dream is to become.
Granted, we're no profit now, but now we're really no profit if this happens.
So and then I like got to the top, and at the very bottom it says more satire from Fortune. Click here. I was like, oh. I gotta send this to Deck and see if he what he thinks. And I guess
so. So I go to the show notes in our Google Doc, which is now 69 pages long, and I'm like reading through it. I'm like, whoa, we have an article for our feel good story. So and Andrew, you're like, when I got home from work, you're like, hey, make sure you read the notes. I'm like, all right. So I read it, did my research, reading the whole thing, still like fooled this whole time. Like this makes no sense because this is exactly opposite from everything that's happened, but like the things they're talking about people buying mattresses and podcast equipment and a website, I'm like, oh my God, this is us. This is like totally us. We're screwing up. This is not good. Like we're in the top 100 at least. I was like, all right, at least we got that going for us. And then obviously I saw that same tagline at the bottom. I'm like, all right, this is a phenomenal feel-good story.
At the end of the day, be humbled. We got humbled. Marketing interns, take an opportunity to humble yourself.
Lighten up every once in a while, It's always good for a little bit of humor, a little bit of good laughs. I know we try to make you laugh every once in a while, but we don't. I wouldn't say we try. We're naturally goofy dudes, and I think people enjoy it. Put it that way. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Go take on this future week right now with a little bit of lightheartedness. Have a good time. Have a blast. Get ready for Podcast 53. Who do we got next week?
We have Johnny Stafko, phenomenal guest, very inspirational. He's the man.
See you guys next week. Take care. Love you guys.
Take care.